Let's review the 5 ways to prove that triangles are congruent. So the first one, I think, is the easiest one. It's called side, side, side. And as you can see in this diagram, you'll have 3 sets of sides marked congruent. So you'll have 1 set of sides with 1 mark, 2 marks, and 3 marks. Okay, so let's take a moment and mark this set of triangles also with side, side, side markings. So pause your video, see if you can come up with an answer, and then start again. Start it up again. Okay, so I know that this side in the middle has to be equal to itself. So I'm going to mark that it is congruent, and then I'm going to put 2 marks here and here, and then 3 marks here and here. Your answer might look slightly different from mine. That is okay. There are plenty of correct answers, as long as the corresponding sides have the same markings. So the next one is called side angle side. So you're going to have 2 sides, and then the angle has to be between the 2 sides. It has to be included between the 2 sides. Okay, so over here, let's do the same thing. You make some markings and see if we have the same answer. Okay, I'm going to mark that side in the middle that's still congruent to itself, and I'm going to put those are equal to each other. Now, the side that's between these two is not this angle down here. It's not this angle down here. If I imagine between these 2 sides, they kind of converge up here at this angle. So that is the angle that would give us 2 sides and the angle in between. So I'm going to mark the same angle on the other triangle. Once again, your answer might look different. You could have had these 2 sides marked and then this angle, or these 2 sides marked and this angle. Okay, the next one is angle side angle. So you need 2 angles and the side included between those 2 angles. Okay, so that's what this looks like. Let's mark the one over here so that it is also angle side angle. I'm going to mark, I think this is a right angle, so I'm going to mark that that's a right angle, which means this side's a right angle. I'm going to put these 2 sides are the same, and this angle's the same. Okay, the 4th way to prove triangles are congruent is angle side. So this time you have 2 angles, but the side is not between the 2 angles. See how these 2 are different? They use this angle or this side. It could have also been this side, would have also made it angle side. So let's mark the same thing over here. I'm going to put this angle and this angle are congruent. This and that are congruent. And then let's do the side in the middle. That is one possible way that it could look like angle side. Then the last one is hypotenuse leg. Do you prove something, 2 triangles are congruent with hypotenuse leg, it has to be a right triangle. So I'm going to put right triangles only. Okay, so you'll notice they have 2 sides marked. You also have to have that it's a right triangle. Okay, so to make this one be able to use hypotenuse leg, we have to have a right angle. So I have to have that marked. Then the hypotenuse, remember, is the side across from the right angle. So here, if I start at my right angle and I draw an arrow, I'm pointing at the hypotenuse. So I'm going to draw a mental arrow right here. It would be pointing at this side here. So this is the hypotenuse. And over here is the hypotenuse. Then the other 2 sides of a right triangle are called the legs. So it doesn't matter if we choose, I'm going to do this one and that one. Perfect. Those are the only 5 ways to prove 2 triangles are congruent. So there you go.